Hey gang, it's Al with Longoria House Dog Training. So I wanted to go over very quickly about how I recommend that you set yourself up when you're going to have a training session with your dog. I've got several pieces of equipment with me today. You don't necessarily need to have all of these, but if you were, this is to make it a little bit easier for you to be able to do your dog training and to help you communicate in a way that your dog understands. So the different things that I have right now is I have a bag of my dog's food right here. It's already pre-portioned. I like to do that in the beginning of the day, just kind of scoop out whatever I'm going to do or make whatever treat balls that I'm going to be using. I also have my clicker right here. I also have, if you're training using a slip leash, we've got our slip leash right here that we're going to put on our dog. And then the last thing that I have, if you're not putting treats into your pocket, we also have a treat pouch that you can use. So the way that I recommend setting yourself up, I'll start with the treat pouch, is probably the most important thing that you can get right here is that when you put it on, we really make a recommendation to take the treat pouch, move it over to the left-hand side of your body and put it on the back side of your hip. So what I'll do is I'm going to take my treat pouch, go ahead and open it up, and I'm going to go ahead and pour in all of my treats, all of my food in there. I don't recommend actually keeping the treats in the plastic bag. It really slows you down and kind of gets in the way, so I have a preference to just dump that in there, maybe put the bag in my pocket, and then I move that back behind my hip, and then what I'll do here is I'll just go ahead and close it until I need it. The next thing that I want to do is I want to have my clicker in hand. Now, what I recommend for a lot of you guys when you're starting your training is something that I call the two-handed technique. It's just an easy way for you to remember how to put this on. What I'll do is I'll take 3 fingers of my right hand and I'll pass that through this loop handle, and then I'm also going to have my clicker there. It's just a really easy way to be able to control your clicker. And then what I do is I teach you that when you're holding your leash and you may be telling your dog to go to its bed or to come off or to sit by your side, you can use your leash in your left hand to make that work. And one of the things that I really like about this particular technique is that it makes it pretty easy for you to tell the dog what to do. It is important when you're using the two-handed technique in communication that you're not real far away from the bottom of the leash, that you're as close to the actual part that's attached to the dog's head. And I'll kind of show you what that looks like here for a second. Go ahead and open that up. I've got Gabby down here, hopefully you guys can see her, and I'm going to put the leash on, like I've shown you in the video before, at the top of her neck, and I'm going to slide it down there. So now if I have to give her feedback, I get to be really close to her head right here, the way that I am right now. Now, I'll be honest with you, Gabby did not get trained with a leash. I trained her in a slightly different method, but whenever you're using a slip leash, that's the way that I recommend using it. It makes it a lot easier to do. So hopefully what you guys got out of this is how to kind of set yourself up that you would have your treat pouch with the food already in it, out of the plastic bag, over your left hip. That you'd also have your clicker inside your hand. You would also have the slip leash with 3 fingers of your right hand, and then your left hand super close to that little metal ring that's right there as you're trying to communicate back and forth to your dog, and that'll make it a lot easier. One of the reasons, I'll give you a little sneak peek, one of the reasons that I train like this is that I like the food to be on my left hand side, because then when I get my dog over onto the left, it's very easy for me to be able to go back, grab more food, and then reward them in that sit position that I'm really looking for. So you can take it, the dog does what you want, you click, and then you can come in with your food. Well guys, this is Al Longoria with Longoria House Dog Training. I really hope this has been helpful for you guys to kind of learn how to get yourself set up so that way you can do your training with your dog. All right guys, take care, have a great one, bye.